sometimes life's most beautiful stories come from the hardest journeys. Our next guest recently wrote a book documenting her life with her late husband and the journey following his passing. Careshmeh Dean is here to share details of her personal memoir, Made for Me. It's so lovely to meet you and great to have you too.
Thank you. I am just honored to be here.
Well, congratulations on the book, which I know has touched so many hearts already. And it's clear this story, it's more than just a love story, if I understand kind of the goal and the trajectory of this writing. It's a testament, right, to resilience and also to hope. Tell us a little bit more, Careshmeh, about why you decided to put such personal experiences to paper.
Well, I was in the depths of pain. I was in so much turmoil, and they call it complicated grief. And I just started to realize people didn't have anyone to help them. There was no safety net. You know, it's, oh yeah, okay, they're sad. We brought them some meals and then they're gone. And I started connecting with people who were just lonely. They needed to know there were other people experiencing it and how to move forward. And it was a labor. It really was a painful journey to write down, but it was well worth it. And I do believe that it will touch hearts and connect and give solace.
We have some beautiful photos of you and Joshua. And I'm curious to know, you talk about the pain, and I imagine the grief was resurfaced in many ways as you revisited and explored these memories shared together and the ongoing fight before he passed. Was there a healing process through this as well as you wrote the book and now are sharing your story with others? Would you call it healing?
I would not call it healing. In fact, there's parts of the book, because you write and then you have to go back and reread and edit yourself before you even submit it to an editor. And it was painful, so much so that there's a section that I'm like, I can't reread this. During my grief, I had what I would tell people, I'm on fire. Like, and it would start, and it was just a constant burning, all the inside physically burning. And once I remarried the miracle of my life, Daniel, that burning stopped. And there was a moment I had to go back and edit. And that's when I decided I can't reread this, because that burning came back and it was terrifying. It was just terrifying.
How did you navigate those darkest times? How did you find the courage to keep going?
Well, there's a saying, stay in the boat. Right. In the hardest times, I'm very strong in my religion and my connection to God, and I felt I was in a boat. Actually, I felt like I had been swimming in these torrential waters, and I climbed into the boat. The torrential waters didn't stop. The pelting of the hurricane around me. I didn't have a life jacket. I didn't have an oar, but I just stayed in the boat because getting out was more dangerous. I would drown. And so I just stayed as strong and close to God as I could, just the slightest shred of hope. The door was slightly open, because light, it chases out all the dark, even if it's just a little bit. And I just kept that little pinhole as I moved forward.
So gaze on the pinhole and stay in the boat.
Stay in the boat, because good grief, you're gonna drown or get eaten by sharks.
Yeah, let's not have that happen. Stay in the boat, even though the boat ride wasn't necessarily a pleasant one. Tell me what you hope others take away from this. I know you're hopeful that anyone who has lost a spouse or even a child finds a thread of hope in your book, in your pages, in your story.
You know, that is what I'm hoping, is that they will not feel alone.
Yeah.
I was so alone, so I coined a phrase. For those who have not lost, they're the regular people. They can't understand any more than a woman who hasn't had a kid can't understand what it's like to actually birth a child out of your body. And so being alone like that, and just people meaning well, trying to say all the right things, but they always said things that were hurtful and harmful. So I addressed that in the book, like, hey, there's no excuse right now. We all have a phone. You can Google what not to say to someone who just lost, right? Even if you feel well-meaning, you really should be able to be like, ooh. I'm hoping that people will take away, those who have not lost, just sit, just be.
Just be that support.
Just be there. You can't fix it.
Right.
And for those who have lost, keep walking forward. Just keep walking forward. There is another part of your life. You're not going to be you anymore. You're going to be a different version of you.
Well, thank you for the preview, and thank you for your courage in sharing your story. Where can we get the book?
My book.
There it is. There it is. Where can we get it?
Made for Me. You can get it on Careshmeh.com or Amazon.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And thank you
you
again for sharing. All right.